everybody, how's it going? Errol here at Sports Geek. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I was actually reading something and it just went live on me, so I apologize. But yeah, so let's start the show. Let's get this going. So the Yankees beat the Phillies last night. Barely was a nail biter. 7-6. Clay Holmes strikes again, as you all who watched the game probably have seen before, which is why I wanted a closer. But a lot of things kind of transpired yesterday at the trade deadline that didn't quite happen. So as I scurried Twitter today and all the news outlets and see what was happening, everybody kind of reported that the Yankees had a disappointing trade deadline. I beg to differ. I'm not saying they did great. I'm not saying I was overall impressed too much, but I'm not going with the norm. And I'll explain to you why in a minute. I did a lot of research last night to find a lot of different things out. So, once again, I don't agree with every single Yankee move. I'm not paid by the Yankees by far. Wish I was, but I'm not. But so let's start. Oh God, where do I start? Oh God. Let's put the game. Let's put the game on hold for now. Let's talk about the trade deadline aftermath. Okay, let's talk about that. At the last minute, basically the Dodgers kind of swooped in. I wouldn't even say they swooped in. It wasn't a swoop in at all because the Yankees were about to get Jack Flaherty. Just so you guys aren't confused about this, per reports, and I have this. I was trying to upload this to the computer, but let me see here. My dad is texting me. He wants to know if I want some soup. I wasn't feeling well. That's funny. Let me see here. This is it. Right here. So there was an article that came out last night at 11:59 p.m. So that's how much research I try to do for you guys. So I mean, listen, I'm not saying I'm the utmost at research and I'm the best. I'm not, but I try to keep my eyes and ears open so if I can find something to relate to you guys. You guys know it's coming from a legitimate source. Anyway, this is from Nick Deeds, right? The Yankees and Tigers had a preliminary trade agreement yesterday in place for right-handed Jack Flaherty. However, according to Ken Rosenthal of The Athletic, the Yankees ultimately pulled the plug on the deal after reviewing the right-hander's medical records. It's not clear what the Yankees would have traded to Detroit to acquire Flaherty had the deal gone through, but the righty, of course, ended up being traded to the Dodgers. So I'm going to stop there because I don't have all day to read that. There's a lot more that goes in the article. So, like I said, I was upset. I was a little disappointed that Dodgers received Jack Flaherty. However, everyone, please just follow me on this, right? Because when I did the comparison on yesterday's show, that the Dodgers sent Trey Sweeney, who was once an ex-Yankee, which we traded to the Dodgers to get Yorbit Vivas, so we could have given Yorbit Vivas if they wanted a second baseman or whatever. And I think it was the Dodgers number 67 top 100 pick, which was that Theron Lorenzano prospect. Whereas I believe Spencer Jones was even higher up on that. So suppose they wanted Spencer Jones and say a Yorbit Vivas. Would I have done it? Maybe. I know I said it yesterday on the previous show. I would have done it, but now I'm thinking about it. Now that I know about the medicals, I would not have traded Spencer Jones. I'll tell you why. Does anyone remember a trade last year when we received, 2 years ago, when we received Frankie Montas? Remember that? Yeah. Exactly. So the Yankees have been riddled with injuries, not just last year, the year before that, and the year before that. I can go on, right? And every single Yankee fan, I'm sorry, the majority of Yankee fans have said, why are we trading for these bums that are injured that come here and they ride the pine? I'm sorry. I'm a Yankee fan. I'm not trading Spencer Jones for a 3-month rental who's riddled with injuries. If they see something that they themselves feel this is a problem, we're not doing this. Could it be minor? Maybe. Could it be major? Maybe. We don't know. We don't have access to this guy's medicals, but they saw something they didn't like. So why do we want them to trade a top prospect for someone who could come here and might not even pitch in the playoffs because he might potentially get hurt? Then you'd have the fans screaming, how come they didn't know he was injured? What kind of BS is this? Cashman this, Cashman this. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. We don't know. We want what we want because we're loyal fans and we love the Yankees. I get that. I'm all in there with you, bro. I wish they could have done more. But you can't just give away the farm for cheap knocked off parts that are damaged goods. That's crazy to me. That makes no sense business-wise or as a GM, period. I saw teams double down on giving away their prospects, a la the Padres, a la the Dodgers. Well, not the Dodgers, really, but the Padres. That's just nonsense to me. Do you really think the Padres are going anywhere? God bless AJ Preller. He's trying to do something. He has to do something because the guy that hired him last year, he passed away. His job might be in jeopardy with the new ownership. Who knows what's going on? So he has to make these kind of weird, crazy moves. I wouldn't bet the farm for the Padres have good prospects, and they're giving them away over a rental that might not sign with them after the season. Not their number, 3 or 4 or 5th prospect. I mean, that's crazy for a 3-month rental on a reliever. Hell no. Hell no, I'm not making that deal. So you're telling me that the Yankees should have traded Jason Dominguez, Spencer Jones. Who else we got? In the top 100, Chase Hampton for Tanner Scott. Are you guys out of your freaking mind? Think about that for a second. I'm not prospect hugging. I'm not, because I want to win this year too. But think about what you're giving up on a rental. Nah, dude. If Tanner Scott had 2 years worth of control, yeah, I'm all in. Okay, I'm good. 2-3 years worth of control. I'm fine with that. But that's not the case. Which is what a lot of teams wanted, because a lot of teams are still in this wild card game because of the nonsense. They need to push this trade deadline crap back until more teams are out. Because every year, if this is what the trade deadline is going to be like, where teams can just fleece you because so many teams are still involved in a wild card position, then you're going to get madness. There's nothing good can come of this. And Major League Baseball needs to change this. Either push the trade deadline back or figure this out. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Push it back to the end of August. Give me a break. Anyway. Let's go on for one more proof point. Does anybody know Carlos Correa? I'm sure you do. Minnesota Twins, shortstop. Got it. Ex-Houston Astro. Got it. Cool. In the offseason, didn't some team sign him? Was it the Padres or Giants? Somebody signed him, found something wrong with his medicals, and said the deal's off. Then the Mets picked him up. They found something wrong with his medicals and said the deal's off. Those two teams were not paying him that kind of money with the potential to sit on the pine because something was wrong with him. We don't know what's wrong with him. We're not privy to those medical records. That's private. But these teams have been around long enough to say if doctors say this might be a potential issue in the long term, you might not reap your rewards if you're paying this kind of money. Why do you want to take the chance? And he finally went back to Twins. But my point is, he's doing fine. God bless him. I like Carlos Correa. He's a good shortstop. Yes, potential cheater if he was involved in those scandals, whatever, but he could play, right? He's probably a good dude. But when teams see things like that, you can't mock them for not wanting to invest either prospect capital or money to someone who's going to be hurt. And the Yankees have done that time after time. And we've begged them, can we get younger and healthier? And they did. They went and got Juan Soto and Verdugo, and they got guys who aren't riding the pine. Listen, they started off the year off great. And look, just a few injuries here and there. Clark Schmidt, Giancarlo Stanton, now Trevino. Look how much it knocks the team down. And then the worst part of it, this is how unlucky the Yankees are, that the people in the minors to replace those people when they got hurt. Jason Dominguez, right? Caleb Durbin, that could play shortstop or third base, right? All hurt. Can't bring them up. Well, what a slap in the face. So when teams are asking for the farm, for a rental, I'm sorry, I can't do it, because that's what bothered me last time. Like, well, God, we had a trade package. Okay, like I said, Spencer Jones or maybe Chase Hampton, and then one of our top 20s. That could have got the deal done. I'm sure Detroit wanted that. Probably another pitcher. I would have done it. Right? Oh, maybe a Will Warren and two other prospects. I don't know. But we couldn't trade Will Warren because we even know that Garrett Cole was scratches in the game because he's got some body fatigue going on. So they couldn't have traded Will Warren. Like, he's coming up, right? But think about that for a second. Probably teams who wanted Will Warren in a package for something. The Yankees like, well, I don't want to tell. We can't tell other teams Garrett Cole is not starting tonight, because now it's even more leverage to fleece. What's wrong with their starter? Well, I need more prospects. Oh, the guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, these things work really weird. So teams are very hush-hush. So I'm hoping you understand where I'm coming from. Hopefully I can diffuse a little bit of the angst or anger or disappointment. Yes, I wish they could have done more. I wanted Yandy Diaz or another bat, and possibly to trade Gleyber Torres, who's a liability, and, Nestor Cortez possibly, if we picked up another starter. But that didn't quite happen. We know Clark Schmidt's on his way back. He might regress a little bit because he's got to build himself back up because he hasn't pitched in a while. It's going to be the same thing with Garrett Cole. These guys are not going to be 100% out the door. It's not going to happen. So I think that's why people and fans are disappointed, because they know what the Yankees have. They know what they can be. But right now, honestly, the players have to want it, man. Seriously, I'm putting this back on the players again. You got to want to freaking win. Jazz Chisholm, listen. Let me do this. Let me go like that. Game. It's not going to happen. So let's just get real for a second, folks. That's not going to happen. But he's going out there, and as I said, he had on a previous show, I said he's got spark, he's got spunk, he's got athleticism. He played shortstop in the minors. I just learned that today, so I could see where third might not be that difficult for him. It's still a new position, and third is third. It's a hot corner, but he came up as a shortstop. So he's now learning this. And the fact that he wanted to do it openly and not be selfish about it, hey, another clap. Another clap. That's a gamer from what I'm seeing. I watch interviews with him. He likes the big lights. He likes the crowds. This is the type of Yankee player we've always wanted. If we can get players like this who want to come here and play and be a Yankee, that's what we want. We don't want scrubs who just want a bag of cash. They want the money. Oh yeah, I can't play today. I got a sore throat. Yeah, I got a boo boo. My knee. Yeah, can't play. Sorry. Got my bag of cash though. So thanks. I want players who want to come here with heart and passion and commitment. Otherwise, don't fucking come here. Don't come here. Stay where the fuck you're at. Nobody wants you. You want to win? When a team is spending $300 million, man, you better come here with your A game and get your head on straight and play to win every freaking day. Not just some of the days, some of the times, all the days, all the times. Thank you. So, with that said, I'm not going to cry over the trade deadline aftermath. It's done. It is what it is. What are you going to do? We got what we got. Did I want more bullpen arms or better bullpen arms? Yes, but at what cost? And for rentals. Listen, guys, check out the 2024 free agents. There's a plethora of relievers that are available. There's a plethora of starters. If the Yankees want to make another run next year, and they get rid of certain players this year off the payroll, I'm talking that are hogging up some money, or eat some of their cash and trade them and just get them off the books. I think we're on, God, is this the last year for Aaron Hicks? Please let it be the last year. Let me just look up something, folks. Be good to just get his money off the freaking books already. I'm so sick of hearing about him. Oh my God. So 2024. So this is the last year, right? I think this is the last year. Yes. This is the last year we're on the, let me show you guys this. Let me show what I'm looking at. So this is the last year that we're on the books. So that's going to save some money right there, which is good. Right. Here we go. 2024. That's the last year. So that'll come off the books. Josh Donaldson money is also off the books. So you get 8 and 6. What's that? 14 million right there that we didn't have. Rizzo has a $6 million buyout. Okay. So, and then we'll save another, 17, 18 million right there. Okay. So that's money that can go towards Soto if you think about it. And then Clay Holmes ain't coming back. There's no way we're signing him. I don't see it. They can take that money and go get a certified closer, okay, and pick up a starter. I think I'll do one more quick Yankee payroll. For 2025. So their adjusted total payroll for 2025 is $202 million. Not bad. That means there's a lot of money coming off the books, right? Oh, wait a minute. Hicks, they say Hicks says for 2025. Do we have one more year of Hicks? Yes. Shit. So we're paying him next year. Never mind, folks. We're paying him next year. He's got one more year. I apologize. Anyway, with the retained dollar amount, it's $202 million. Okay. And it'll probably go up another $6 million because they're going to buy out Rizzo. So they're at $300 million now. I don't see any reason why they can't give, Soto 40, 45, $50 million. They're at 250. Pick up a pitcher, right? Pick up a pitcher at, say, 25, 30 million, if possible, a starter, and then get a bullpen. And you're still below the $300 million mark because you're going to make some trades. You're going to eat some salary. You're going to eat some of DJ LeMayo's 15 million, 7.5, and move him. Move him to somebody who needs a third baseman or utility player. Trevino, you could trade him in the offseason. That saves $5 million, right? Because you have Ben Rice and TJ Rumfeld that can come up and play first. So you got your two catchers right there, Rice and Austin Wells. Trevino's gone. You can move on from Nestor if you pick up another starter. That's going to save you money as well. So the Yankees, they're going to be fine and I think they'll be below $300 million. And I think that's what is it? 297 is the threshold. I forget what the luxury tax threshold is, but we can be under that threshold to where Hal's not paying out all that money, double the money. So we can do that. We can definitely do that if that's what they want to do. I didn't show you guys this. I apologize. Let me go back to here. The screen comes up and I get excited. And then I forget to show it to you. You guys are like, what the hell is he looking at, man? Show on screen. There we go. That's their adjusted payroll for 2025. So I'm not worried too much. I think that there's moves that can be made. We kept some of our prospects. And if we want to trade Spencer Jones in the offseason, listen, let the kid play, see if he does better. If we want to trade him in the offseason to somebody who values him, who still has high hopes, do that if that's the case. But at least we'll get something for him, something attainable. Maybe it's another infielder, right? I'm just thinking wonders here. I think it's not a bad move right now. It's actually pretty good. So we're gonna have to make do with what we have. So I'm not gonna get too much into it. I know that people are upset. I've seen the Twitter rants or X rants. I've seen the news articles. Listen, it is what it is. We're gonna have to make do. I think we could do a strong playoff push. Whether we can, I think with the bullpen and the closer situation, I don't think we can win a World Series. Could we potentially get there? Yes. Is it still possible to win? Yes. Anything's possible in baseball, but we'll see how it goes. So let's go back to the show. Oops. There we go. I'm back. Cool. So that's the trade deadline aftermath. The good thing is, if you saw the game yesterday, was a nail biter. Phillies did great, trying to get back at us, and we kept getting back at them. It was a really good game. I mean, that was like a playoff game right there. I mean, just crazy stuff. Once again, Clay did get soft ground contact, not his fault. It just seems like he's just seriously unlucky. He with the soft contact, guys get on base. And once guys get on base because of soft contact, because guys are kind of out of position or not expecting the soft contact or whatever our fielders are doing, it just generates traffic, and then things spiral out of control from there. Does he get ground balls? Yes. Nothing against Clay Holmes. He is a good pitcher. Closers have to have swing and miss stuff. He's missing that strikeout piece. If anything, just throw the damn fastball. He throws like 97 or whatever. I mean, I saw 97, 98 yesterday. Throw that. If you can get that over the plate, I'd rather you throw that and get beat by that than, I don't know, get beat by some soft contact. I don't know. He's got to figure this out. Aaron Judge stuck up for him yesterday in an interview I saw. He's like, that's our guy. We believe him. So I guess if Judge likes him, I guess the entire team likes him. So who knows what the hell's going on? They want him out there. I have no confidence in him. Just like I'm terrified of Rodon. I will give Rodon credit. He stepped up the past 2 games. I'm hoping he finds his shit. And if he does, great, man. We need him to find his shit right now. Because I'm not too sure about Garrett Cole right now. I know Cole can be Cole when Cole wants to be Cole, but if Cole is fatiguing, do we protect him? Or was it just a stomach flu that I hear? That I hear stomach flu, somebody's saying it's body fatigue. I don't know what the hell. If he's got the shit, so be it. If he doesn't, I don't know what's going on. Right? So, I'm hoping Giancarlo can come back to form and maybe hit 240, 250. Volpe's been doing great. God bless him. I still think that guy needs a day off every now and then. I think that's why he gets fatigued. So we have to get Oswaldo Cabrera in there a little bit more to get him some time off. So I don't know. Anyway, the game's about to start. Didn't want to stay on too long. I just saw a lot of people, like I said, freaking out, blaming them for the deadline. Like I said, I agree. It was disappointing, but we've got what we've got. And now that I'm looking at the fact that they saw some medicals with Flaherty that they just didn't like, I can't mock them for that, man. Guys, we don't want broken down guys coming here, sitting on the pine, taking up payroll, and then we can't get new people in the offseason. We don't. I get that we want to win now. Trust me, I get it. But we don't want that either. So what is it? You get him and then he blows his arm out in 2 weeks? Or has a hip flexor issue in 2 weeks? What is it? And then we're missing, and then we just go, oh, well, we brought him on here to be our number 2 or number 1, and now he's not pitching. It doesn't make any to take that chance. I'm sorry, man. I'm not doing it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not a GM. I'm not a GM, but disagree or agree. That just seems kind of careless when they've done that time and time again. Frankie Montas. I can name 1,000 of them over the years that they brought over here, and they've been injured and couldn't play. Enough's enough. We've seen that show. We've seen that movie. We've seen that train wreck. It's enough. There's no need to watch that again. So if anything, I got to applaud them for saying we're not going down this road again, because we saw what happened when we brought this in and they were like, oh yeah, he's just got some arm tightness. He'll be fine. No. Anyway, folks, I'm Errol, sports geek, right? So like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Comment below. Like I said, we're trying to do something special over here. Let me know what you think. All right, guys, I'll either see you later today or tomorrow. But no, actually, Can't see you tomorrow, and probably won't see you Friday, but definitely Friday night. All right, guys, have a good night. Talk to you soon. Have a good day. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.